You're off mission. They've taken back their zone. CIA, we're almost out of time. Recapture our zone. We can't let them push us back.
What is up, my fellow alcoholics, and welcome to the channel, and also welcome to the very first tips and tricks video for Cold War. And basically, what I am just going to tell you guys, in my personal opinion and personal experience, the best game mode for points, and you're still able to play the objective and not just be a team deathmatch kind of guy running around getting kills. So, I went in and did a little bit of testing. And I pretty much tested the two main objective game modes that I personally play on half the time. And that's Hardpoint and Domination. And I started doing a little bit of testing to see just which game mode actually has the opportunity for you guys to get more points on. My final result, and I mean, I looked at it a few times. My final result, my final thing I came across is Domination. Now, the gameplay you're going to see in the background is me playing hardcore Domination with Jedi, Game Tricks, and Dan Demogorgus. So shout out to those two guys and their channels. I always enjoy hanging out with other streamers and other content creators and just putting some gameplay together. We had a lot of fun. And basically, I'm not a hardcore guy. I like to play core, but Mr. Jedi, he's a hardcore pro, if you want to name it. The guy loves and lives in hardcore, and so playing with him forces me out of my comfort zone of core. And I gotta say, I'm not complaining. It's hardcore is just hardcore. It's whatever. I approach it all the time like it's core. But getting back to the point system, I ran some numbers. I did some testing. And I came across a lot of interesting things that Domination has over Hardpoint. So for Hardpoint, for an example, what I'll do is I'll give you that first. To get the maximum amount of points out of Hardpoint is basically you have to get on the Hardpoint the minute that it reveals itself and hold it for that whole minute. Now, from start to finish, holding it that whole minute without any kills will get you 270 points. Because you get the Hardpoint, which is an objective capture for 50 points, and then you start getting 20 points at that point, every 5 seconds. So I played Call of Duties in the past where it was like 100 points if you were the first person to a Hardpoint. I don't know when it ever changed. I really didn't pay attention in Modern Warfare, to be honest with you guys, but I know there's a lot of questions going around. It's like, what's the best game mode, or what's the best thing you could do for, leveling up and all that. So that's why I went into detail. I went into research with this. And you don't really earn a whole lot of points in Hardpoint. I mean, you can get your streaks up. You can get a bunch of kills if you're a team player. You're holding, if someone's holding a Hardpoint, getting time on it, and you're out there just kind of defending it, keeping guys away from it. Of course, you can get a bunch of points by killing, but that's not always the case, and it's not like that for everybody. So going to Domination, I realized that if you capture a neutral flag, so in the beginning of the match, the flags, they're white and everything. Nobody has them. Nobody owns them. You get 50 points for a neutral flag. If you were to capture an enemy flag, you get about 200 points. Actually, I shouldn't say about 200. It actually is 200 points for capturing an enemy flag. As far as clearing the zone, like if somebody was trying to capture and you get them off of the zone, you get them off the flag, and you clear it back to 100% your team's flag, you get 25 points for that. And then, of course, objective kills are 50 points at a time. So you tend, if you do play the objective in Domination, you can rank up pretty quick, and you can get a lot of points, and especially a lot of points towards your score streaks. Now, the only reason why I checked this is because it just seems to me like Treyarch kind of made this a when it comes to getting your streaks and everything, it feels like it's kill streaks, and it actually is kill streaks because playing the objective doesn't aid so much into your score streaks as much as the kills do. So getting your kills on top of objectives is a plus. Capturing a flag and getting your kills is also a plus. So it definitely helps out. So you can actually go and clear flags and, you know, get your points up and get your streaks going. And if you get kills on those flags, I mean, you're talking twice as fast, 3 times as fast. So it definitely does have a part in your streaks. It's just not a whole lot of points. And I feel like that should be changed. You know, if Treyarch actually can think about that, rethink that in a way to where it's like you could earn a little bit more for playing the objective, I really think that you should. You know, clearing flags or taking enemy flags. You know, you got 200 points. You know, maybe make it 300 points, 400 points. You know, something like that. Let's get, you know, let's not get too drastic with it. But I feel like if you give more of an incentive to players, then they'll start playing the objective a little bit more. Otherwise, I mean, it's still going to stay like a kill streak system. I still think it's a kill streak system. Even though they're calling it score streaks, that's just false advertisement in my opinion. It's kill streaks. The longer streak you go on, the more points you get, and, you know, the faster you get your score streaks. Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to call them kill streaks because that, in my opinion, that's what they are. But it's just, I mean, basically, domination, you know, it's all on you guys, too. It's all on you guys on how you guys want to play. I mean, there's a couple of ways of playing domination. You can actually own 2 flags from the start and completely dominate, you know, quote unquote, dominate the enemy team, you know, by shooting them out of their spawn. They have no choice but to spawn and the remaining flag that they have until the game gives them what I call a mercy spawn, where it's going to spawn them behind enemy lines and they're going to be able to take your home flag. And if, you know, if it's A or if it's C, you know, I call it a mercy spawn. But it's almost like the game kind of feels sorry for you and it's like, okay, we'll give you a chance and throw you on the other side, even though there is no incentive. There's nothing that forces the spawn to go behind you. The game still does it. That's why I call it a mercy spawn. But, I mean, you could be that kind of player. You could be that kind of team. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You guys can rack up on kills. You guys can hold up on your score streaks or kill streaks, whatever you want to call them. And then, of course, you got the man who wants to play a full-blown domination ground. And it's like, oh, I'm going to cap every flag. Now, unless the flags are owned by the enemy team, it's not such a good idea, you know, especially if you're going to be in the enemy team's opposite side of their home flag, then you're going to really force a spawn flip at that point. And, you know, some players don't want to play like that. Some guys want to hold it down and get their kills and everything. I mean, that's, in my opinion, that's fine, you know, because you are aiding in getting a W at that point. If you're that kind of person, you know, you're holding it down, you're getting your kills, you're keeping them from the next flag, the middle flag, I should say, which is B, you know, and it helps. But I feel that if we get more of an incentive to play the objective by earning more points towards it, then domination should actually be a pretty fast-paced kind of game. I feel right now that when these 2 flags are captured, A and B or B and C, you know, it just feels like a total camp fest because people are just waiting for the enemy to reveal themselves, you know, and especially in hardcore, it's twice as bad in hardcore. And like I said, I'm not a hardcore player, but these are the things I pick up, and it's like, wow, you know, like this just turned into a team deathmatch, even though it's domination. So, but that's my personal opinion, and that is my little tips and tricks when it comes to getting more score towards your game. You know, playing the objective does help in domination. It's not the best thing, but if you're getting kills off of a, you know, flag and whatnot, and you're mowing the enemy team down, you're gonna start seeing your score streak start ramping up pretty quick. You know, so it does help in a manner. It's just not really pushed. In other words, like people don't really play the objective like that, and it's been like that since Modern Warfare, especially with Modern Warfare, because Modern Warfare itself didn't even give you any type of incentive. So besides, unless you're going for camos, you had to get like attacker and defender camos or challenges like that where you had to get kills on and off a flag. So anywho, that's all I got for you guys in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, and you found it pretty useful, kind of useful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And don't forget the notification bell for future uploads and future streams. Enjoy the rest of this video, and I will catch you guys next time.
They're on A side for some reason. Ooh, I got a triple, baby.
Is that the enemy? Is that an enemy chopper?
Yep.
That thing keeps missing me. It's funny, but it's making my screen shake.
Well, how's that thing hitting me?
I'm gonna try to get Charlie right now. Never mind. Chopper got me.
Did they just get A?
Yeah, they got Charlie now too. Come on, Charlie, right now.
Enemy care package above. See you locked down.
They got another chopper?
Just up. Nah, it's the same chopper, I think. They're on the right side river. Flip too.
Securing Alpha. Bravo.
I'm working on B.
What? I got shot behind the rock, dude.
Got B too.
Wow.
Ooh. I don't know what he's spawning at A side. I love this A thing, man.
They're spawning at Charlie, looks like.
He's in the tower, man. Good stuff, Dan.
Hold on. Oh, whoa.
Good shit, Dan.
Whoa.
Damn, how many of these I got, bro?
Oh, hold on. There we go. You gotta just hold down the fort.
Woo!
Okay.
Let's get it. 40 bomb, baby.
Yeah, show me over here. Yeah, middle. No B. Let's go.
Oh my god, the AK! I love this gun, man.
Oh my god, I just got a 4-piece. Woo!
Good stuff.
Damn!
Good stuff, Jack.
Jack Daniels. Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. He's on fire.
He's on fire.
Attack helicopter, my son.
Mission
Oh,
secured.
what?
You made
Better.
J-Suck proud.
More athletic.
Buddy, we fucking crushed it.
Oh, this is Jack Daniels.
Hey, Jack, baby, with the quad.
Whoa, look at, hold on. Here we go. Here's.
Ooh. Oh my god.
No,
Oh, you gotta clip
can't
that,
do
boy.
that. You can't do
God.
that. You can't do that.
That was nasty.
That's illegal.